Hé, die ken ik. Robert.
Nee, wil je niet kennen?
Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Nee, Lala.
Ja, je wilde me niet kennen.
Het zijn bouwdoos die allemaal van hout zijn, in elkaar geklemd worden, dus er komt geen lijm aan te pas. En ze hebben allemaal beweging in zich. Oké.
Everybody's extremely enthusiastic about this because already at such an early stage got quite a good turnout, ready to go.
Doet deze vrouwelijke boogschudder ook mee?
Pass on the swords.
Nee.
Give the last
Nee,
words.
loopt wel met een grote boog.
Ja, mijn eigen boog.
Thank you
Je eigen boog.
and we are about to get started.
Nou, veel plezier.
Dank u wel.
So you're exposed there. Take advantage of that. Both scoring points in that hit. Thanks there, both swinging. Phenomenal team entering the list now. Loaded with medals and success. Their world domination has only just begun this year, but they will be going places. And now, entering the list, from the Netherlands, Oskia! Big support from the local crowd here. Askia have faced a phenomenal task, but White Company will not want to give anything away. They do need to be careful here because they've not fought this team before. See teams sizing each other up now. Marshall's taking the final check for safety of the helmets. They're charging white company who well taking hold of these Saskia fighters. We're going right to the ground there. Of course, if the knee hits the ground, then our fighter will be out. You can see some Saskia fighters down already, and also a white company fighter. So the last one's gone, and time is called. Victory for White Company. Big round of applause.
Just start there, slight advance from DFK. Quite a tentative approach to it, quite a slow start, however there's some work coming down from the axe there. So still some DFK fighters wanting where to go. Nice charge there coming through, and the DFK fighter is down already. And that looks like one of the DFK fighters in big trouble there, but it is fairly evenly matched. You do have one Brotherhood fighter with an advantage, comes down, smashing on the helmet with the axe. There's some great energy here coming through from DFK. And it looks like the fight has been taken to the corners. Both teams very evenly matched. And incredibly, one of the DFK fighters is already on the ground, but they are still holding on. Brotherhood not able to take advantage of the numbers that they have. A charge coming through there, and a big kick to the side. And right over the other side of the list, we have got another fight going on. The DFK fighter did actually lose his weapon, but he correctly went to his team's support to gain another weapon, another foul shot, and it looks like he's really pulling away the list there. So the Brotherhood fighter haven't really coordinated their teamwork so much because they just cannot take advantage of these numbers. Coming down and a great push there from DFK. Maybe they'll be able to take advantage of this and get the fighter on the ground. However, it's holding on to the list very, very strongly. Experience, size, and strength, and fitness, as well as technique, all contributing factors to this. Absolutely everything. So nice charge coming through from the FK. Big smack into the Brotherhood fighter. Oh, he's taken down. The numbers have evened out. There's a phenomenal takedown there for DFK, who have evened up the score now. The Brotherhood. Desperately trying to push the fighters down now. We've got another Brotherhood fighter down. DFK now with the advantage. Well, this is hard fought. We've got once again even numbers there, but there's a hustle of bodies down by the bottom there. The Brotherhood fighter's gone down. DFK now with a big advantage. It is 3 versus 2. DFK now going to clear business, turn out to a very evenly matched round. They're going to need to break away from that list at some point, charging shots at the back there. A nice counter-attack coming from the Brotherhood fighter, DFK fighter. Starts to tire, so goes straight for the list to hang on to, and that's it! DFK with their first round. Outstanding fighting, let's hear it for them. Nice early charge there from DFK. Who are taking the fight right deep into the heart of the Brotherhood. Big charge there coming across. There's still a lot of movement, a lot of action here. It's wide open. Nobody pressed on the list just yet, or just in the corner in fact, and both go down at the same time. So still 4 versus 4. You have 2 DFK fighters in the corner hammering away. And a great charge there from the Brotherhood. Can't quite take down that loose DFK fighter. There's some good movement going on, and the DFK can't quite get the Brotherhood fighter down. An early charge coming in, a big kick there from the DFK fighter. However, he's hunted down by the Brotherhood fighter. Needs to get there quickly and help his teammate, who is now out. He's been declared out by the marshal, who has called it attention to the night marshal that something was wrong with his helmet. Therefore now it is all DFK. Oh, a great charge there! Oh, that's a great takedown from the Brotherhood! Denmark's finest right here. A nice early charge there from the Brotherhood, who goes down himself! Oh, he'll be so disappointed with that. But now it is 2 against 1. DFK grinding down on the Brotherhood. Just one more to take down, but he's not going anywhere. Some shots coming through. Gravity is not his best friend right now. Can they get him to the ground, and it's over? Big applause there. Marshall runs out the way there. Once again, Fed 1 going into Fed 2 territory. The first takedown has come across already, and it's UK Fed 2 fighter on the ground. Nice movement, and there's another one. UK Fed 1 now firmly in control of this fight. And that is the third one down, and that's it, it is over. UK Fed 1. And wake up! Give a round of applause! That's more like another proud Netherlands company here. Experienced fighters from Battle of the Nations this year and last. It's a distinctive face helmet there from Remco Janssen. Being given the chance to be inside the list. And you can see a sturdy walk there from White Company. Trying to catch Lines of Steel off guard. There's some fast movement there. And there's one down already. Great counter-attack for the Lions of Steel, who are looking to take down their first White Company fighter very close to the ground. This is very good work here from White Company, making absolutely nothing, giving nothing away to these fighters who are holding on very, very well. I'm not entirely sure that White Company were expecting such a thing. However, there's one down already, and it looks like White Company are dominating this. And then attacking away, and that's it. The fight is over. Round one goes to strong Dutch fighters who do have quite a bit of speed about them. And need to get behind the lines of White Company if they're going to take advantage of that. But some great strikes coming through from the Dutch fighters. However, two are down already. White Company now with a big advantage, looking to take down the next one. And there are just two Lions of Steel fighters remaining. White Company all closing down the corner, smacking away the Lions of Steel fighters. How long will it take to grind them down? They're going to need to pull them away from that list, otherwise they're going to be smacking away, using all that energy. Great shield strikes there from White Company, and they're both down. That's a big victory there for White Company. That's the Italian who goes for an early charge there. We get a lot of experience, that fighter from the Dynamo Cup in Russia, and it's a slow start to the fight. However, Frisia taking the distance, a nice strike there from the mercenary, who's now got two Frisians against. Great kick there, great charge there from the Italian fighter. Big shots there coming through, just need to break away his fortune. However, now Frisia are fighting back there. Some great shots, massive shots coming through. A big run there, and two of them go down at the same time. So that's one down for Askia, one for Kamstak Frisia. You can see some great movement in the middle there. Again, two fighters down at the same time. Takes a lot of work to break away from that, but that big Askia fighter working to take down one of the Frisians. Yeah, he's done it! And Askia have an advantage. Can they take advantage of this? Putting a weapon around the Frisian leg, to be very, very careful of that, but it doesn't actually, no, that's going to be called. Because he can't do that, because he's gone under the helmet, therefore it's an illegal move. And two of them go down. One Frisian and one Askia fighter. They're down. So it looks now like the Frisian fighter, who has a height advantage, the big man, against the one mercenary Askia fighter. But it seems the fighter has actually been only broken away. He wasn't called out of it. So Askia now with a big advantage, but they're going to need to get that big Askia fighter in. The shots he's taking to the head there aren't making such effect. What they need to do is get the larger fighter to wrestle him to the ground and use the runner to try and take out his legs. You can see maybe not taking advantage of the numbers that they have. They need to put a lot more weight on them. There seems to be some problem with the Askia fighter. However, they've both gone down and one has remained standing. But whether he's got his... And crucially important for the newer fighters to get their armor and weapons checked and double checked. One of the only against Kamstak Frisia. Again, early charge there from Askia. Strike there from the Frisians, who are pushing back some of these Askia fighters. However, he's gone down already. Askia with an early advantage.
They strike in the middle, a great charge there from Askia Fighting, can't quite capitalise, sending the Frisian straight into the saddle list. So now some great movement there, however they've all gone down together. What do the Askia Fighting? His weapon! Wanted to charge back, he's left his teammate there stranded. Being hacked down upon by the two Frisian fighters. Now 2 versus 1. Of course, only in the case of 3 versus 1 can the fight be called. This will continue and we've seen one lone fighter win against 2 enemies in fights in the past. However, now he might try a suicide move just to take him down because he's not for the list and they do have a big advantage at this point. Well, he brings him straight after with a great axe shot. However, they're going to grab from the Askia fighter. And there's the last charge, maybe choosing to push the fighter over, has a big height and weight advantage. But you can see they're just absolutely exhausted at this point. How much more does this Askia fighter have? And the marshals are going to actually call something. There maybe somebody was getting slightly away, and that's it. That's a big victory there for Hamstad Frisia. Well, to the 3rd and final round of Askia Hamstad Frisia. An early run there for the Askia fighters who charge into the Frisians. However, there's a nice lock there, and it looks like, oh, very, very close there. Great holding on from the Frisians here. Why now they managed that, I do not know. Right in the middle, they've both gone down. And twisting and pulling their great charge there from the Askia mercenary fighter. As you can see, very, very evenly matched through this. It looks like the Frisian does have a good grip on one of the Askia fighters there. To be quite closer to the list and what we can see, and we'll be quite careful with his legs are up so high. And there's another double takedown there, so 1 fighter from each has gone down. And you can see all fighters are locked in now. However, the Night Marshal has broken up 2 of the fighters. And something's gone down at the same time now. I'm sure he landed quite badly on that fighter. He's trying to get off the boot. We've just got what looks to be 2 versus 2 here. And that's it, and that's your fighters left standing. And he hasn't seen his teammate yet. He's now going to the aid of the Italian mercenary fighter Askia. They need to use some teamwork here. So trying to grab on, but when they're holding on to that list, it's going to be extremely difficult to take them out from above. Some great strikes there from the Askia fighter, the Italian mercenary. Great shots coming down, but that's one big Frisian fighter there. How much more of this can he take? Trying to take out the legs at this point is the best solution. Something like that, strikes to the head will come down, but they'll wear down the fighter very, very slowly. The best thing at this point to do is go for the legs. But he's holding on to that list. The mercenary fighter trying to break this Frisian free of the list. And now he is free with his pole on there against 2 falchions. He's going to find that difficult to fight against. If he can just break away and maybe change his weapon, I think it's all going to be over now. And that's a great move there! Askia have done it! UK Fed, the 1 moving down into the Brotherhood territory. Some early, quite tentative strikes, as we've seen a few times already at the start. And the big strikes coming in. There's a charge there that comes through and takes out 2 fighters of the Brotherhood. UK Vermont, there's a massive takedown! And that is it! It is over! UK Fed. And once again moving down into Brotherhood territory, who are going to need to gel together as a team, find those open spaces, break through the lines, and charge from behind. Again, quite tense. I think the Brotherhood fighter needs to run through that gap he's got in the middle there. I think he's finding an opportunity to go through. Goes for the UK Fed fighter, who takes him well. Again, no fighters down yet. A great charge there from the Brotherhood fighter, who can't quite get his opponent down. And it looks like there is 1 Brotherhood fighter down, the UK Fed fighter, and there's all 2. The 2 Brotherhood fighters gone down now. That's a great charge of the UK Fed, who are now trying to take charge of the entire fight, and they're taking more down. There are fighters going down everywhere. The Brotherhood now, UK Fed, take the last one down!
UK Fed 1! Great victory! Fairly evenly matched fight here. DFK, I might say, are the more nimble team. This is slighter build, they take advantage of runners. However, the UK Fed, well, got some big fighters out there. Everybody goes to one side of the list. And these fighters coming through there, but that charge not making a big difference, and a great charge there from the DFK fighter. The two polearms hammering down at each other. As you see, the UK Fed fighter holding on down to the list. However, the DFK fighter has firmly got a grip on his helmet. He's now breaking away, and that is the UK Fed fighter who's already gone down. It's the intervention there from the mask, but it's okay. And another UK Fed fighter has got down. DFK now with a big advantage. Smacking down on the UK Fed fighters who are held against that list. They're going to need to start working on the legs there, but they cannot quite reach them. They're covered by their own teammates. Some big shots coming through by DFK. And they've got one fighter down. UK Fed now coming back. Some great support there coming from UK Fed 1, who we just saw storm the last round against the Danish team. Some big shots coming in, but they're just not connecting. And there's a Danish fighter who's lost his weapon, will be past another one. Who now charges back through. They have to be extremely careful they don't fall over. If they step backwards, fall over their own fighters who have been already grounded. Connections coming through. Well, this is no easy task. The UK Fed has just managed to free up his weapon there so he can strike back at the two DFK fighters who are really hammering into him. How much more can he carry on? He's now not holding on to the list, and that is it, he's gone. The UK Fed fighter is gone. And it seems to be called by the marshals, though I'm not quite sure why, because the UK Fed still have two fighters. That may have just been a misjudgment of the night marshal. These things can do happen, however. It's now looking all DFK, and that is it. Outstanding work there. Oh, Gunstar Freezer! An early breakout there from White Company. Quite surprised that Gunstar Freezer were holding back. There's some great strikes already coming in. And you can see straight to the list already. However, Freezer charged them back. There's a Freezian down already. White Company striking down those legs, trying to sweep them away. And you can see that as a nice takedown there. The White Company need to be careful that they've hold on to those fighters. Big charges coming now from these White Company fighters who are wearing down these Frisians. That is quite some punishment, and it's the end of the round. White Company once again dominating. Now, a nice charge there coming through, and that's the Frisians. Two Frisians down already. Three. This is business as usual for White Company. Taking down these Frisians one by one, and that is over. Outstanding fight there. And a start has been called, and already the Askia mercenary charges forward, but he doesn't want to go too quickly because he's going to find himself hammered down by these big lines of steel fighters. You can see the halberdier lines of steel is just waiting, coaxing them on. And he's going to come down like a hellhammer on that fighter, but you can see the size advantage that the lines of steel have, and now they have a fighter down. The mercenary being pounded by these lines of steel fighters. We're holding on well by some good fighting by Askia, and there's another Askia fighter who has gone down on one knee. So he is out of it, and that mercenary is something phenomenal, but he's taken down by the lines of steel fighter. There's now some impressive work from the lines of steel, smashing away, and that is called. See that? Big halberd there, and a great start there. Nice hit by the Askia fighter who charges down. So there's some with a mercenary, a great charge there coming from the mercenary. And this is much more evenly matched, but you can see a great shot there coming down from the lines of steel mercenary there. Got big headshots there. And the strikes are certainly coming down, but it appears that a helmet has been lost. There. Of course, safety being the most important thing. So, in fact, yes, the mercenary has lost his helmet, so lines of steel now with a big advantage. But Askia are not making it easy for them. Wearing down these fighters is proving to be an extremely difficult task. However, the lines of steel do have the advantage now. Some big headshots there from the lines of steel to these Askia fighters who are now and there's some big strikes coming down, and that is it. Outstanding victory there for the Lions of Steel. There's some big support coming from both the Danish supporters and the UK supporters. UK Fed now moving into Brotherhood territory. Not seem to break through that line, but they're trying to. It's gone straight into the list, and you can see it called for Tima to sweep out the leg of the UK 2 fighter, but he can't do it! And it's a great shot there. Takes off the runner of the Danish fighter. So there's a UK fighter down already, so the Brotherhood now with an advantage. However, the Brotherhood now with a big advantage, they're only taking down that leg. And it's now domination by the Brotherhood, be looking to take out that leg, and he's got another one, and that's another fighter out, so it's just 2 UK Fed fighters left. Can they come back for this? And it seems right now, this just worked for the Brotherhood, though the UK Fed fighters who are remaining in the fight are not making this easy by any stretch of the imagination. And a weapon lost there, so the Brotherhood fighter has gone down to 1 UK Fed fighter left. That is it, a victory to the Brotherhood from Denmark. 2 against the Brotherhood of Denmark. Nice advance there. Some sluggish shots coming from the UK Fed. However, they're getting engaged. The Brotherhood holding back a bit. I'm not sure that's going to be much of an advantage for them. The early charge coming through there, and it looks like you've got 1 UK Fed fighter down on the ground already. Brotherhood needing to break away from that list, but this is simply not going to work. There's some great moves there for the UK Fed. There's a breakaway, there's a double take. They've got on the solid list. The UK Fed holding on. They're both fighters who've gone down. It is now 2 against 1. 2 Brotherhood fighters against 1 UK Fed 2 fighter who is hanging on. Big support there coming from the UK. It's going to be difficult work for these tired Brotherhood fighters to get this UK Fed fighter down. 1 slip and it will be over. I can see he's really holding on there. The legs are so stable though, not going absolutely anywhere. You can see the full weight of the Brotherhood fighter pulling down the UK fighter who has got the list there, pulling the list out of the ground almost. A big support there, but he's broken away from this. That could be a big mistake. Extremely valiant effort there from UK Fed 2, but victorious are Denmark's Brotherhood. Sharp start there from the UK fighter Joe Booth. Some high defence however from Shantinga. Just finding the open space on that flank. Oh, some great strikes there coming in from the Dutch fighter. Nice defence, reading the game well. And, once again, leaving those legs open is the UK fighter, so the Dutch fighter can capitalise on that. Great support coming in for both fighters. So a nice strike there and good point there for the UK fighter, which has found an opening there for another good point. Good long reach on this fighter, Joe Booth. He can really take advantage of height. Longest thing, however, there's a tight defence coming in from this Dutch fighter. A nice strike there from Joe Booth. Again, scoring a lot of points on that left leg. Once again, going right below that shield, and I think Schweltinger really needs to bring her shield down because there have been several points scored attacking that left leg. See some great shots to the head there from the Dutch fighter. One of course won't count because it wasn't a crisp hit. Nice final shot there, however. And that is called. Outstanding round of fighting there from for the start. You can see some nice good blocking there from Morton. She's got a good stance, but she can hold on to that swing a little longer. I think Steph Kittle coming in with the harder shots at this point. Some good positioning and some great shield work from Morton. But again, the strikes coming in a little slowly. She might not be so used to that sword. Doesn't seem so at ease with it, although her movement is good, but she's leaving her helmet exposed, so Steph Kittle can capitalize on that. There was a nice deflective shot a moment ago. So the great shots there to the head for both fighters. Nice extra shot from Kittle to the leg of Morton, however. Just getting a slight advantage there. You can see how high the guard is of Morton. It may cost her if she can't move it down fast enough going for a leg shot. However, with the height advantage, Steph Kittle is more likely to go for a head shot. And that puts the lean down further, going for a leg shot. Well defended there for Morton. And a nice shot there to the leg. The second one, of course, won't count because it was not the full impact required to make a point score. Very cautious fight, and a great move there. And Steph Kittle getting straight through the shield of Morton there. Two great headshots there. And that's called. One was a very good fight there. Two fighters with...
Dennis Strutinga van de Nederland.
It's like the Dutch fighter didn't quite see the salute there. Intended, not malice, I'm sure. So nice shots coming through. But Steph Kittle, I think he's got upper hand here. Again, some great shots. She makes the combination of the left leg shot below the shield, comes up and gets the head shot. Some reasonable defense coming through from Schoenberger, however. And not making all the shots count, labouring some of the shots there, unfortunately. It appears that both of them are doing that. Tries for the combo, can't quite get around Kittle, who moves away quickly. Nice leg shot there. I think the head shot will count, and a couple of misses coming from Schoenberger, which I think she's going to regret. She had the opportunity to come through and strike. There's a great shot there from the Kittle. And a nice response there from the Dutch fighter. So just as the tiredness sets in, so does the sluggishness. However, Kittle does have some good evasive action. A nice shot there to the head, and good nice shot, and she's Kittle's left herself open once again. However, she has come back with a leg shot, and Schoenberger knows at this point that she's got to show some aggression and come out and get a few extra shots, and she's getting them. Big head shot there from both fighters. It's only difficult to work their shield in front of the shots, and that's a great final shot there for Schoenberger. A great round there from both fighters. Morton. Sluggish on the Joe having that covered, and leaves the helmet wide open for Morton to get a point there. Great aggression shown by Morton, and she'll be coming back this on the back for loss. Another headshot there. In fact, there I thought she'd be going for the lower legs from the crease, but she's getting some great headshots there. Joe just not connecting at the moment. But you can see that high shield, so despite the height advantage, she's being held off by very, very good defense. You can see shield forcing the sword of Booth out. Clash of weapons, in other words, will score a point. And a nice headshot there from Joe Booth of the UK Federation. And it's left herself open once again and again. These headshots are really coming through for Morton, but she needs to be very, very careful not to be too aggressive, because if it goes to two in succession, she leaves herself wide open. We've seen her take a few hits because of that. Again, a nice back shot there, but you can hear her teammates warn her about the shield not to fly too far, because Joe Booth will take big advantage of that. And you can see she's having a little trouble keeping that shield in check. Joe Booth now is going to be looking to get some headshots. And there's a nice movement there from Booth. And this is actually quite a precise fight. A lot of the shots here are setting in, and the Night Marshal calls for time in that fight. And that is called by the Night Marshal. Going to the first round, the early aggression comes from Schoenberger, who is defending well, leaning down. A great lunge there, and some great shield work still coming from Morton. The technique there, although she's leaving herself slightly open, she's still working that shield as much as she can. She needs to keep it a little bit closer to her body. Chattinga go for a wild shot there, just not connecting, but it was worth the effort. It's that cautious stance of Morton, who holds it, but as soon as the opponent moves in closer, she just loses it. Again, she needs to raise her shield, keep it high there. The Dutch fighter, of course, a lot more compact, and keeping the shield high, moving out where necessary, going for those lunge shots, and getting a nice headshot there. However, Rosie Morton responds with another headshot. There's some good leg shots coming in from both fighters there, and in fact, I think this is quite easily matched. At the moment, I couldn't call it. And Rosie is holding back a little bit. And what she's got left, but Chattinga, of course, showing all the aggression now, but she's only meeting that shield of Morton, getting a couple of good shots in. Rosie needs to start working on that left leg of Chattinga, otherwise she's going to find herself in trouble. Although she's done it, she did connect there, waiting for Chattinga to come through, who left herself open. And that's a great shot there, good headshot for both fighters there. And it's timing up. It's very, very close in the dying moments of this single round. Great headshot there from Chattinga, who goes for another shot, can't quite connect. And it's called a standing round. Keep growing. We now get started in the final sword and shield bout from these two UK-fed fighters. Nice aggressive start there from both of them. Good shield work, however, and a nice connection from Joe Booth there. Steph Kittle with a nice follow through, and again, both very evenly matched physically. There's no discernible height advantage. The reach is quite good of Kittle. She's reaching the backhand shots, defending quite well, but she's going to get that. Try and work Booth to keep her shield quite open. Again, leaving herself a little bit vulnerable is Steph Kittle with lowering the shield and lunging back. And Joe Booth is going to take advantage of that without switching too long. Partners, of course, must be settled for both fighters who have been involved in both the female categories, and they will be involved in 3 versus 3 later on. So we'll see that, but right now, we can see 2 great headshots coming in from these fighters. Just leaning forward just a little bit too much, leaving the legs very exposed. Steph Kittle is getting these headshots in very impressive counter-attacks. And once again, Joe Booth needs to stop aiming for that shield, which as the shots cover goes low with that, and connects for a point. And that's a great shot there from Steph Kittle. Some nice aggression, that's called time. Once again, a very even fight there, but I did see they are facing their biggest challenge so far, also with a clean sheet. And White Company charge off to an early start, but they've been met with some thundering pressure from the DFK fighters, who pull it to the list. It's a DFK fighter down already. They're 2 on top of each other. White Company now with an advantage, hammering down on the DFK fighters, who do have a fast advantage, but it's all up against the list now. Thundering away on that loose DFK fighter. How much more can he hold on? You have a 1 versus 1 in the corner there, and it looks like the DFK fighter might have an advantage there. Looking to get through, but then there's some good teamwork there from White Company as the DFK fighter breaks through, charges the White Company fighter, I think comes from it, and he's caught out there, very nearly goes down, and looks like there was another DFK fighter down. White Company with all the numbers, and they're about to take it. White Company take the first round. Looking for a fast start from DFK to come back. Good aggression already coming through from DFK. White Company not able to get a takedown just yet. Solid moves there from both teams. This is very, very evenly matched. And it looks like one of the DFK fighters is already down. But the White Company fighter can't break free. Now we can. And there's a big charge. He needs to be careful as he's slammed into the list by White Company. White Company now hammering down. And we've got another DFK fighter down, and it looks like there are just 2 remaining. White Company, still 5 fighters standing, and that is it! White Company! UK will be able to surround them. Got a tentative start from both teams yet, however they're going deep into the territory of the Lions of Steel, who in fact have actually broken through the lines of the UK Fed 1. Now all fighting is on the list in different places. There is a fight of the Lions of Steel already down. Now the UK Fed try to hammer down, and that is another one. Another Lions of Steel fighter is grounded. UK Fed with a big advantage now. A huge aggression coming through. Big shots there, and there is a charge there from the Lions of Steel fighter who comes through, can't make anything of it. Comes in with a buckler hard. However, it might have been wasted as, and there we go, another Lions of Steel fighter is down. And being touched, called, it appears. It seems there was a Lions of Steel fighter down along Lions of Steel, which is already broken by that UK strategy. Some shots hammering down already in the side of the list, and there might be an early takedown in there for UK Fed 1. How Lions of Steel hold on very well. Shots flying in and a loose UK Fed 1 fighters in the middle there. And there's holding on extremely well, these Dutch fighters. And he's got, there's the first takedowns there. So you've got UK Fed with an advantage here. Goes slamming into the Lions of Steel fighter. And you can see some communication really working for UK Fed 1 here. Is 3 against 2. So big shots coming into the head of that Lions of Steel fighter with the spare helmet here. So you can see now the Lions of Steel fighter being worn down. Check, but there is a charge going on it, and he goes straight into the UK Fed fighter, but can't get him down. And that has been called by the Night Marshal. The Night Marshal will call 1 minute for the fighters to prepare and enter into the list, or they will forfeit the fight. There was some armour function. It's the Brotherhood looking for an early rush there. A nice charge there from Randstad Frisia, but it's not going to get any help from his teammates at the moment, who is carefully holding off and planning it strategically. So it's all gone to one side of the list, and our Randstad Frisia fighter is down already. The Brotherhood with an advantage. Big shots coming down. The Brotherhood and Randstad Frisia, 2 have gone down. So a mistake there from the Brotherhood fighter. The Frisians just managing to stay up, but they are not in a good position at this point. The Brotherhood now take the victory. Well, a couple of Denmark, who the Brotherhood, well, just 4 of them. Oh no, there's a big takedown there from the Frisians, who now an advantage. Some great teamwork coming through. However, there's a Frisian gone down as well, and he takes out one of the Brotherhood with him. This is very, very close. I think this may go to 1/3 round. Frisian now trying to wear down. That's a Frisian down, but he takes down the member of the Brotherhood as well. And that is it.
1, 2, 3, Frisian. Okay.
Well, that's an outstanding fight there. So early advance from Brotherhood there. But a stop called from the Marshals appears to be some. The Brotherhood from Denmark. An early movement there from the Brotherhood down one side. However, these Frisians just look too solid at the moment. Also having the advantage of 5 fighters. Not sure if they were asked of the runner in the middle. The Frisian is in big trouble now. The breaks doing very well, and I think they have a massive shot to the head there, and 2 of them go down. Well, that Danish fighter there took a huge blow to the head with that axe. And that's going to hurt in the morning. Well, you've got the Frisians who are loose now. A great lunge there from the Brotherhood, who are not taking this line down. And it's a good snatch there. Oh, that was a great takedown there. The Brotherhood evening out the score. This is turning out to be a formidable round. You have 2 loose fighters for each team. Oh! And that is a great takedown! Outstanding from the Brotherhood. If they can take this, it will be something quite incredible. And 2 of them have gone down. And that is it! Victory to the Brotherhood! Way to the list here because there seem to be a few defects. With a great aggression shown from Askia here. And you can see that there's a takedown there. UK Fed and Askia Fighter have gone down once again in the middle of the list. So it is still 3 against 3. And Askia now the advantage, the mercenary from Italy. That's where he goes for a charge in, slams into the leg and loosens part of the arm of the UK Fed fighter. If he could just sweep away those legs, but it looks as though, in fact, one of the UK fighters who was taken down, it was not called. However, now it goes down to 2 versus 2. Oh, and Anderson, Askia fighter, get the advantage now, 2 against 1. He's hitting high, but he needs to go low to take those legs out. It means he can't need to be very careful of it, fall over their own grounded players. Askia might be wise to go for a suicide move here. However, the UK Fed fighter does have an arm locked against that list, so they're going to have to work very, very hard to break him away from it. So nice counter-attacks there from the UK fighter, who now starts to take some punishment from Askia. The Dutch team looking for a victory here. Big shots coming in, you can see how far they're leading down. Can't get the UK fighter off the list. Seriously tense stuff, and one mistake could spell disaster for Askia. The UK fighter, there is it! Askia, the victory! However, he's looking around, he's found himself with some huge fighters against. And you can see he's going to need some help there. For an early takedown both teams are, and it looks like there is a takedown in the back there. And you can see, yes, as one of the Askia fighters, some big blows coming down here from the helmet there on UK Fed 2. He needs to be careful, doesn't get locked on a double takedown there. In fact, 4 fighters down in the space of a second, 2 from each team. And you can see now the mercenary from Italy being forced back right into the list there. However, you can see the big axe wielder trying to prize the UK Fed fighter away from that list, who somehow is holding on, and we'll never know how. He's going to find that difficult to break away. That's a UK Fed fighter down. That is absolutely incredible from the Italian fighter. And it is now 2 against 2. Quite how that UK fighter is still holding on is something incredible. Down to 1 versus 1. Big trouble here, but one false move from the Askia fighter could spell disaster for them. He breaks away from him. Holds on again, but he needs to be very careful at this point. There's one of his own fighters on the ground behind him. One push. Could have the UK fighter lose his balance. If they both go down, of course, this will go to an extra round. Strike there from the UK fighter, who has not given up. Oh, that's some big energy going through. Oh, they're both down. So, nobody wins the round. We have 1 extra round in this. Somehow manages to keep his balance, and they're both down. The big UK fighter crushing down on the Italian now.
Een behoorlijke regenbui inmiddels.
And that is not called. I think there's an illegal move there by the UK fighter, so he's down. Askia now with an advantage. And you can see all the weight of these Askia fighters. A very near mistake there. They've both gone down. A suicide move was well worth it. You can see the Askia fighters hammering down on UK Fed 2. The UK Fed, lots to come back with here. And then the Askia fighters need to work on the greaves of that fighter who's in a bad position now. Omega, they both do, which means it is now 2 versus 1. The UK fighter showing great resilience here. And they're going to need to prize him away from that list if they have to get him down. He just have the advantage of being in the corner. They do not want to wear themselves down in the process. Big support for UK and for Askia. And that is a victory for Askia of the Netherlands. Fighters staying back a bit. Some great grip there shown by the UK Federation 1. And once on this very, very cautious approach. Goes for a polite side, not wanting to break loose. And that is very close to takedown. And White Company now have an advantage. Great skills shown from both teams here. This making it seriously difficult for White Company to break free. Sharp movement from White Company, you take down another UK Fed 1 fighter. A charge comes through there. However, there is no connection with the fighter, the White Company fighter. Now, rushing down. So the loose White Company fighter has the advantage to be able to choose which is the more probable takedown. Now, White Company don't go for suicide moves. They've only gone and taken down another UK Fed 1 fighter, and it's now very close to the end, and that is over. First coming from the UK Fed there, however, White Company responding quickly. And it's got two UK Fed fighters, the same strategy as last time, however, they might come up with it this time. You can see White Company leaning down heavily on the UK Fed 1 fighters, and there's a chance coming across. I'm not sure we'll be able to connect with that. That was a good shot, however. Big shots coming in from the White Company fighter, slams into the list. And you can see that the White Company fighters needing some very, very precise shots, and they've both gone down. Well, it's now still very, very even here. Now the UK Fed 1 being held to the list here. However, they've got another fighter down. White Company now with an advantage. You can see the loose White Company fighter trying to get shots in, but without the space advantage, it's going to be extremely difficult. Great aggression shown from White Company, and there may be a pile of bodies on the ground there. Incredible! White Company now taking advantage of the bodies on the floor. Very, very smart fighting there. Slamming now into the UK Fed 1 fighters. It's 3 versus 2. The closest White Company have ever come. However, the UK Fed 1 are handing it to them as well. I don't think the loose White Company fighter has realised there's some great shots coming through from White Company, smacking away with the UK Fed fighter, and that is it. That is called a 3-1 victory for White Company. 2 against Lions of Steel from the Netherlands. You can see a big fan of these UK fighters now pushing back deep into Lions of Steel territory. That is already a weapon lost. And that's some aggressive fighting there from both sides. A nice switch over there, and the UK Fed fighter is down. That's 2 already. Lions of Steel all of a sudden have a great advantage. Now working down these UK Fed fighters who are being picked up one by one, and that is it. That is their first round victory for Lions of Steel. Of round 2, UK Federation 2 against Lions of Steel, who have the first round victory advantage. Now UK closed down once again on the Lions of Steel, and they need to get in there very, very quickly. Great thundering shots there from the UK Fed. However, the Lions of Steel are taking it right back to them. You have a runner, 2 runners loose there. We need to be extremely careful. That's already, both of them have gone down. Massive charge there from the Lions of Steel. UK Fed charging in. I'm pretty sure that's going to be called. But that is it. That's it. And they are stopped, however, by Plumstock Flesia, who charged them back. And there is already a Flesian fighter down. Superb fighting there from DFK. This is incredible work. And that's very, very smooth there from DFK. And already, that is a first round victory for DFK. You can see a lot of weight trying to prize the fighters away from the list. However, they're holding on that much, all their weight going behind it. The
Whole arm is okay. Fine.
okay, the most minor error from the marshal there about pulling, but those two will be able to continue fighting as it is a pole arm. They were saying pulling with the pole arm was not a legal move. However, now when things have opened up, the skirmish is driven to the other side of the list at this point. And the Brotherhood pouring down our skier fighters. Now they've turned it round. Oh, that is great teamwork there from Brotherhood. Now looking to wear down the mercenary as a teammate arrives with his 4 against 2, and that is it. And a more cautious start this time from Askia, who don't want to get an early takedowns, although they started quite well in the last round. And it looks like they've still got one who's baying in the corner. But I think, unless that's a courtesy that they're giving, I think they're going to regret leaving him back. Of course, they can't leave many fighters lulled in the back, as we saw Ukraine versus Mexico at Battle of the Nations. Well, it's a great move there from the Brotherhood. However, the two are absolutely locked. Smart fighting there from the Brotherhood. Oh, that's a big takedown. However, now the Arsafon gets in a play. Absolutely outstanding there. And I saw a knee go from the Askia fighter into the Brotherhood fighter. However, he didn't go down. The marshals didn't call it. Therefore, it was good. And now, as you can see, 2 others have gone down. It is 3 versus 2. Askia right back in this. And they're looking to sweep the legs away from the Brotherhood fighter, who's got a very, very open leg protection there. There might be a suicide move, however. And there's one hand down already, and that is Askia fighter. It's been evened out. And the mace has been smashed. The Askia fighter, without a weapon, needs to get out of there. However, the Brotherhood fighter very close. With very, very close stuff here. Impressive work. The Askia fighter was lucky to get away, to get a new weapon. You can see on the floor the smash. Oh, that is Askia. The Brotherhood now, 2 against 1. And the Italian mercenary shaking his head saying, oh, okay, whatever. However, he is facing some serious pressure now. Extremely fit fighter, but he has got it all to do. He does not have the support of the list. The Brotherhood fighters now trying to work him down. And then as soon as his helmet came off, good call there. A call from the Night Marshal saying there's in fact a problem. They're closely followed by, from the Netherlands, DFK, the favoured fighters here, extremely rapid. However, lines of DFK charging early against Lions of Steel. And that is some great shots coming down from both fighters there. A runner goes to the back now, but it's caught by DFK, and still looking for that charge there, but it's open. All fighters now got on the list, and that is a break there. The Lions of Steel fighter down by the DFK fighter. Great aggression shown here, however. The frustration of the Lions of Steel fighter clearly visible. However, DFK are starting to take control now. However, oh, that's a great takedown there. Big shots coming from DFK. Absolutely grinding down that leg. How he's still standing is a mystery. Phenomenal strength. Oh, that is a huge smash to the arm. And I think there could even be an injury there. The marshals have called a stop there to get medical assistance. Medical assistance to the list, please. And that was a huge shot to the arm of the fighter. It was unfortunate the way that the fighter was holding on to the list, because it took all of his forearm. It looks to be in some pain at the moment. In a difficult position. If your limbs are imbalanced and they take a hard knock from a weapon, you've seen how hard the fighters are hitting, it can cause problems. The fighter still seems to be in some discomfort here, but we'll give you an update as to what's happening earlier. We've had a couple of injuries today. Fortunately, so far, well, the previous injuries, nothing serious. One was just a scuff. And the helmet coming back, and another fighter has lost his weapon. This is good news for DFK, who can take advantage of this. But looking for a separation of the fighters there. Some great strikes coming down there from DFK. And that is some stunning work there. I can see the marshal is actually calling the DFK fighter down, which evens things out to 2 versus 2. The DFK helmeted it out. With some crushing strikes, and we've got a Lions of Steel fighter who's gone down there. It is now then 2 against 1. Too closely called, but that Lions of Steel fighter who's taken some serious blows, and he's holding on all of, holding the helmet. No, he's not holding on, the thumb was not below the face guard. So even though pushing down on the helmet is still not legal, and the helmet wearing down, the Lions of Steel fighter now. What's he got left inside of him? Stamping on him to get him down as quickly as possible, and that is over. DFK with the victory. Now, DFK will be looking to take care of this quickly. However, the Lions of Steel only have 4 fighters. Now, DFK, very sportive, have decided to accept that and go for 4 fighters as well. But that's the Lions of Steel fighter down already. Loose fighters, great strikes there from both teams. The DFK fighters slamming into them, and that is it. Outstanding fighter there from DFK. Nine marshal calls for the fight to begin between UK Federation 1 and Randstad Vizia. A cautious start from both teams there, but once again, the aggression starts straight away. It's an early takedown for UK Fed 1. And a great start, and holding on, but they can't resist the force of UK Fed 1. A huge charge, and it's now over. UK Fed 1. Of the second round, ducks out of the way UK Fed, who take an early move. The Frisians are going to need to buckle into that immediate aggression they showed last time. And a big start there. Already a Frisian is down. The UK Fed charging away. Big shots coming through, and the Frisians are dropping like flies, and that is over. That is it.